Hello students. Today we will discuss Girish Karnad's play Tughlaq. Tughlaq was an immediate success on the stage. The play received an immediate response in Kannada as well as other audiences. The play has an interesting story, an intricate plot, scope for spectacle, and uses dramatic conventions like the comic pair Aziz and Azam, to which theatre audiences respond readily. Another reason for Tughlaq's appeal to Indian audiences is that it is a play of the 60s and reflect as no other play does perhaps the political mood of disillusionment which followed the Nehru era of idealism in the country. But the play is more than the political allegory. It has a puzzling quality which comes from the ambiguities of Tughlaq's character, the dominating figure in the play. Although other characters are dramatized aspects of this complex personality, yet they also exist in their own right. Kannada critics have made detailed analysis of the play, paying special attention to the symbolism of the game of chess, the theme of disguise, the ironic success of Aziz, whose amazing story runs parallel to Tughlaq's, and the dualism of the man and the hero in Tughlaq, which is the source of the entire tragedy. Yet, no critical examination of the play can easily exhaust its total meaning for the reader because the play has finally an elusive and haunting quality which it gets from the character of Tughlaq, who has been realized in great psychological depth. But it would be unjust to say that the play is about an interesting character. For the play relates the character of Tughlaq to philosophical questions on the nature of man and the destiny of the whole kingdom which a dreamer like him controls. Although the theme of the play is from history, there are many such plays in Kannada where the theme is not historical. Take, for instance, the use of Karnad makes of the leitmotif of the play prayer. Prayer in the scene where the Muslim chieftain, along with Sheikh Shamsuddin, a pacifist priest, conspire to murder Tughlaq while at prayer. The use of prayer to murder is reminiscent of what Tughlaq himself did to kill his father. That prayer, which is most dear to Tughlaq, is vitiated by him as well as his enemies, is symbolic of the fact that his life is corrupted to its very source. The whole episode is ironic. It involves Sihabuddin, an idealist who has put great trust in Tughlaq's rule and is himself ultimately betrayed by Ratan Singh, who masterminds the entire plan of the murder for his own ends. The intrigue here is not only enhances the theatrical interest of the play, but is a dramatized projection of Tughlaq's tortured, divided self. Thus, the external action through which enacts the entire drama of Tughlaq. Both Tughlaq and his enemies initially appear to be idealists, yet, in the pursuit of the ideal, they perpetrate its opposite. The whole play is structured on these opposites, the ideal and the real, the divine aspiration and the deft intrigue. Tughlaq is what he is in spite of his self knowledge and an intense desire for divine grace. He is aware of the irony of his life when Aziz, the only character in the play who has skillfully used all the scheme of Tughlaq for his own designs, kills Ghiyasuddin and comes in his guise as a holy messenger of peace to purify the land and revive the banned prayer. The irony is deeply tragic. In the end, Tughlaq and his kingdom are one in their chaos, and he knows it. That is all for today, students.